Hello, you are watching the English News Bulletin on Qpvn channel. I'm Nguyen, and now let me keep you up to date with the headlines. State-level parade rehearsal for the 80th National Day held. Logistic soldiers support people during national celebration. Laos marked Vietnam's 80th National Day with solemn ceremony. On the morning of September the 30th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended and directed the state-level rehearsal for the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and National Day at Badin Square, Hà Nội.
The program began with a torch relay and the lighting of the ceremonial flame. Amid ceremonial cannon gun salutes, the Air Force soared above the 1,000-year-old capital. Following the ceremonial formation, the victorious military flag parade formation, led by Sing Lieutenant General Nguyễn Hồng Thái, Deputy Minister of National Defense, marched past the podium, representing the heroic Vietnam People's Army and the People's Militia Force. Upon the victorious military flag gleamed the nation's highest military honors, symbols of sacrifice, glory, and the noble tradition, as Uncle Ho ever said that our army is loyal to the party, pious to the people, and ready to fight and sacrifice for the national independence and freedom and for socialism. It will fulfill any mission, overcome any difficulty, and defeat any enemy. With determination in Mission A80, every officer, soldier, and citizen has been united to recreate the spirit of the August Revolution and National Day, an immortal pride, a timeless inspiration, urging generations of Vietnamese to carry forward the ideal of independence, freedom, and happiness, and to build a strong, sustainable Vietnam in the new era.
The powerful strokes of steel drawn by squadrons of Su-30 Mk2, Yak-130, L-39NG fighters, Mi helicopters, and transport aircraft marked the success of the state-level rehearsal. All are now fully prepared for a spectacular performance at the upcoming National Day celebration on September the 2nd.
At Kep Airfield, at 3 a.m., technicians worked in silence, precisely, professionally, without a single mistake. Today, beyond routine checks, they carried out a special mission of loading flares onto the aircraft. Flares are the aviation munitions, so when we install them on the aircraft, every step must be done with the utmost care and caution, strictly following safety rules at the highest level. Once ground operations were complete, the pilots conducted their final checks. Every detail was reviewed with absolute precision to prepare for their special flights towards Badin Square. Su-30 Mk2 and Yak-130 squadrons released nearly 150 flares, creating radiant streaks of light across the capital sky, an overwhelming, unforgettable spectacle. It feels truly heroic and honorable to fly over Badin Square, over President Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum, greeted by the people. It brings immense pride to this great national day. Alongside the fighter and multi-role aircraft, Mi helicopters and transport planes also joined the formation, embodying the collective strength and spirit of the Vietnam People's Air Force.
During the great national celebration, behind the scenes of the majestic parade, there are logistic soldiers quietly and carefully preparing each supply package of dry food and drinking water for the masses. The small gift but full of affection shows the care of the troops for the people. That is how the Uncle Ho soldiers win the hearts of the people.
Upon receiving their assignment, the staff and workers of Joint Stock Company 22 quickly get to work. They hope that the products they made and prepared would become a source of motivation for the masses to join in the great celebration of the country. In addition to the original dry food of the military, we've also produced other types of dry food with different flavors to serve the people. As the responsibility from the hearts, we want to share with the people so that they can be assured to enjoy the great celebration of the nation. Thousands of kilograms of dry food produced by Joint Stock Company 22 and drinking water have been carefully prepared and ready to be distributed to the masses at military mobile tents along the streets where the parade formations pass. The General Logistics Technical Department has also closely coordinated with relevant agencies to ensure absolute safety from the production to the distribution stage. We assign tasks specifically to each personnel, ensuring that each product is delivered to the people in a respectful manner with our sentiment for the people. Beyond regular dry food supplies, it is the sharing and responsibility of the logistics soldiers joining hands to make the great national celebration more complete and meaningful.
Due to the impact of Storm Nongfa, by the evening of August the 30th, Thanh Hóa to Hue provinces had experienced widespread heavy rain with a high risk of flooding, flash floods, and landslides. Military Region 4 Command has directed agencies and units to augment response measures to natural disasters.
Agencies and units in the 5 provinces of Military Region 4 have proactively deployed many response measures, strictly maintaining combat readiness at all levels, regularly monitoring and grasping the development of floods and the local situation, organizing preparation for disaster control and rescue plans, mobilize on-site forces, vehicles, and materials to be ready for arising situations. Since the evening of August the 29th, heavy rain has caused flooding and isolated some areas in Hà Tĩnh. Hà Tĩnh Provincial Military Command has established a working group to inspect the response work and directed units to continue to grasp the situation of rain, floods, and areas at risk of flooding and landslides to quickly mobilize forces to help evacuate local people to shelters.
Coming up next, Laos marks Vietnam's 80th National Day with solemn ceremony. National Day, Pride and Trust across Vietnam. On August the 30th in Vientiane, the Central Committee of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, the National Assembly, the Government of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, the Lao Front for National Construction, and the Lao-Vietnam Friendship Association jointly held a solemn ceremony in the capital to celebrate the 80th National Day of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
Speaking at the event, permanent member of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee Secretariat and State Vice President of Laos, Bunthong Chitmani, called the special Laos-Vietnam bond, forged in the struggle for independence and freedom. He emphasized that the two nations' solidarity has become a rare symbol in international relations, noting that every resource of the Lao people has been closely tied to the wholehearted support of Vietnam. The party, government, and people of Laos once again reaffirm our determination to do our utmost together with the party, government, and brotherly people of Vietnam to safeguard and further cultivate this great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation, a truly rare bond in international relations. We'll ensure that it remains evergreen and lasting to be passed on to future generations as a worthy legacy of the enormous sacrifices made by generations of leaders, revolutionaries, and the peoples of both nations. Vietnamese ambassador to Laos, Nguyễn Minh Tâm, stressed that the August Revolution and National Day of September 2nd marked a historic turning point, ushering in an era of independence and freedom and elevating Vietnam's standing on the global stage. He highlighted Vietnam's achievements over the past 80 years, particularly during nearly 4 decades of renewal, in sustaining political stability, boosting socio-economic development, and advancing international integration. The ambassador affirmed that Laos has always stood shoulder to shoulder with Vietnam in every victory. He described the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two countries as a priceless common asset, nurtured through generations. He expressed confidence that the Lao people will continue to achieve new successes in building a peaceful and prosperous nation.
On August the 29th, Gia Lai Province launched the Essence of the Great Forest and Blue Sea Convergence Festival 2025. This marks the opening of a vibrant series of entertainment, cultural, tourism, and culinary events organized for the first time by the province to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the August Revolution and National Day of Vietnam.
The highlight of the opening ceremony was a spectacular art performance featuring nearly 200 singers and performers. The show presented the beauty of the homeland, its history, culture, traditions, and the rich natural endowments that shape Gia Lai. The evening culminated in a dazzling fireworks display. Visitors were invited to savor ocean tuna delicacies, discover local specialties and OCOP products, enjoy freshly roasted coffee, and experience the gong culture of the Central Highlands, alongside a vibrant street parade and a festival of light.
The atmosphere of celebrating the 80th anniversary of the National Day is clearly felt on the streets filled with flowers, flags, and banners, as well as through patriotism and national pride shown on such products as souvenirs, clothes, and food, which are favored by customers in Hanoi these days.
These workers are meticulously making mooncakes named patriotism. The ingredients are similar to those of traditional cakes, but the shape is innovated into such different versions as the red flag with yellow stars, S-shaped country, or historical relics, attracting customers on the occasion of the national celebration. Meanwhile, items like shirts, hats, or scarves printed with the national flag or patriotic slogans are also sought after by the many people. Many restaurants and cafes have also caught up with the trend, releasing patriotic dishes and drinks with red and yellow colors of the national flags or decorated with small, pretty accessories. Products with a strong Vietnamese imprint not only promote consumption, but also bring an opportunity for the people to express their patriotism and national pride, especially on such important and sacred occasions as the National Day.
Each year on September the 2nd, millions of Vietnamese hearts beat in unison, turning to its historic Building Square, where the Declarations of Independence was read, giving birth to the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, today the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. The 80th National Day Parade is not only a major political and cultural event, but also an occasion to awaken pride, strengthen faith, and inspire aspirations for a powerful and prosperous Vietnam. From remote islands to towering mountains, from fertile plains to beloved borderland, people everywhere dedicate their deepest emotions to this festival of the nation.
On the Trường Sa archipelago, amid stormy waters, officers and soldiers and residents have eagerly followed every step of the parade rehearsals on the mainland. Though far from the mainland, their patriotism and national pride keep them steadfast at the nation's frontier. In Trường Sa, we always follow the images of the marching troops from the mainland. We feel deeply proud and confident in the growing strength of our country and of the heroic Vietnam People's Army. In the Central Highlands, red flags with golden stars adorn every village. Residents joyfully gather to clean their surroundings, sweep village roads, decorate gates, and arrange fresh flowers, transforming the landscape into a vibrant and festive scene. We've prepared any food we have to celebrate the event. Everyone is so excited and happy. In the majestic northwestern mountains, ethnic communities in their colorful traditional costume come together in celebration, sharing joy and watching the commemorative events. The solemn parade embodies the unshakable trust of the people in the party, the fatherland, and the nation's bright future. Watching the parade at historic Building Square fills us with pride and trust in our armed forces and the Vietnam People's Army. As the people of Northwest, we also are excited to share the joyful spirit of the nation on this National Day. The September the 2nd parade is more than a display of national pride. It is an expression of love, trust, and the collective aspiration for peace, independence, and prosperity, echoing in the hearts of millions of Vietnamese people.
And that's all for now. Remember, you can always watch the news again at qpvn.vn. Now, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.